Protesters called for a nationwide walkout today over the Michael Brown case. They wanted people to walk out of buildings with their hands up at 12:01 Central Time, the exact moment when Brown was shot. KCAL9's David Lopez followed one group's walkout today in South LA.
I know that they beat Omar Abrego to death in front of his house.
A small but vocal group of protesters arrived at Newton Division in South LA this morning, protesting.
Indict, convict, put those killer cops in jail.
Protesting what happened in Ferguson and all shootings, they say, against African Americans.
It was the intent to honor all the murders that are happening in America, men, women, and children, Ezell included.
Ezell is Ezell Ford, the 25-year-old man who was shot during a struggle with two LAPD officers. A struggle and a shooting that has caused controversy. At some point during the protest today, they wanted to honor his memory, and so they marched nearly 6 miles from the police station to the scene of the shooting. Except, in the neighborhood, Ezell Ford's parents and his brother said, "We knew nothing about it," and didn't join in the protest.
We gotta come together.
During the march, the LAPD made 2 arrests. One for someone who allegedly tried to kick a police officer. He was cited for assault. And they marched right past the spot where the shooting took place and instead stopped directly in front of a painting that marks this neighborhood of Ezell Ford. One woman said she was driving by and stopped, but had this opinion of everything that she saw.
I feel like you should be organized and on one consensus when you do something like this. And what it ends up doing is bringing negative attention because, I stopped to see, what's going on? And then they're not on one accord. So it really defeats the whole purpose.
There was no property damage, but the sidewalk in front of Newton Division was filled with unflattering messages left by the protesters, written in chalk. By early afternoon, it had all been washed away. Organizers of this protest had asked people to leave their jobs and students to walk off campus and join the protest at 10 o'clock in the morning. Some would meet here in front of Newton. Others were asked to meet in front of the LAPD headquarters. And then the 2 groups would merge and march throughout the city. At LAPD headquarters, by 11:30, only one protester had shown up. From South LA, Dave Lopez, KCAL9 News.